Well, hello strangers. Guess who it is? Me, Ben. You know that guy who used to be in those movies a few years ago? Well, apparently I'm back, and for the first time in just over 5 years, we're about to go on another adventure. Brink Unleashed time, baby. So excited. And a lot has happened since I've last spoken to you. I look a bit thinner maybe. I've got glasses on. I'm in a location you might know. This is home now. This is home. Not the opera house, I don't live there, but the city, essentially. But yeah, so much has happened since we last spoke. I don't really have the time to fill you in on everything. All you need to know is that we are back for another Brink Unleashed movie for the first time in just over 5 years. Remember when we did about 3,000 of these in the space of like 12 months? And now we go this far without doing one? Well, we're back. And this time we're going to my favoritist place on the planet, Sydney. No, New York. Back to New York. It'll be the third time on the Brink Unleashed that we're going. And since we last spoke, I've actually lived there. It's my happy place. And we're going back for a short time, but enough time to be able to get up to some mischief, some fun, and a lot of action. So perhaps along the journey, we'll fill you in a little bit about where all the weight went, where these glasses came from, what the hell am I doing here, why the hell am I apparently living in the opera house all of a sudden, what happened to that other woman that hung around with me for a few movies. She died. It's the safest way to say it, the nicest way to possibly say that. But excited, pumped, particularly on a beautiful sunny Sydney day, as you can see. Paparazzi are already following me. They know the movie's coming. They're trying to promote it. But here I was thinking I was going to go from like 30 degrees summer Sydney weather to freezing cold, snowy New York weather. And yet the night before I leave, it's pissing down with rain. It's grey and miserable. And I'm standing here getting wet, looking at Sydney. So there you go. But all you need to know, it's Brink Unleashed time. We're back, bigger than ever, except for me. I'm thin now. That's always fun. We're gonna leave this baby behind, go see some other bridges, some other buildings, some other fun, some concerts, some sport, some dancing, everything else in between. All the things that you want and need from a movie to keep you entertained for a couple hours, because that's what we do on the Brink Unleashed. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do it.
Fucking night of my life, and wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good? Yeah, I'm feeling alright. 'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life, and wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good? Yeah, I'm feeling alright.
What the fuck is this? A Brink Unleashed movie? Are you kidding me? Yes, that's right. After a lazy half-decade, we're back to bring you the latest chapter in your favourite film franchise, The Brink Unleashed. And just like it's your favourite film franchise, It's time to bring it back solely to your favourite star of the franchise, me, Ben Waterworth. Yes, that's right, I'm back to flying solo on this adventure, as you did hear me just say in the introduction. What happened in those 5 and a bit years since that last Brink Unleashed film driving around New Zealand? Why am I thin now? What's with the glasses? Why am I living in Sydney, and did Mallory really die? To get those burning questions over with, let's go through them really quickly. Keto, bad vision, job, basically. There. Now that those are all answered and covered, let's get to the purpose of this trip. New York City. As you heard me just say, I did live there for a bit. It was only for basically 4 months, which I guess isn't long enough to technically claim I lived there, but hey, I was there longer than I was married, so that counts as something. So why then did I leave, and why am I coming back? Again, too much to explain, but let's just say job for Ben equals no. Want to return to Australia? No. Had to return due to no money? Yes. Therefore, trip is needed to whet my appetite again to try and get back one day. What does that mean for now? 12 fun-filled days of New York goodness as we revisit the city in this franchise for the 3rd time, adding to my adventures back in the Brink Unleashed 2 and the Brink Unleashed 6. Which now brings us to the beginning of the Brink Unleashed 12, which of course has to start at day 1. Day 1 was simply a travel day, a simple 20-hour day of flying to New York City with a connection briefly in Vancouver. But that's not exactly what happened.
Alright, day 1 is here. And checked in. There's been a slight change, not going direct to Newark from Vancouver. I have to connect in Toronto now, but a couple extra hours, but whatever. Seems to be actually ready to go now on this side of things, but yeah, it's happening. It's been a while, but I'm excited. Long 20 odd hours ahead of me, but it should be good. Get an extra visit to Toronto for at least a minute. Well, an hour, but hey, and arriving to New York about 3 hours later, but sure, why not? But yeah, I'm excited. I actually always weirdly enjoy long haul flights, so I'm that weird person who does. So I think that we're about to do it, get in the plane, have some fun, and make our long journey through to New York. It's gonna be a long one, that's what she said, but let's do it.
With that childish humour out of the way, it was time for the long one to the other side of the world. 15 hours on a plane to Vancouver, another 5 hours on a plane to Toronto, a quick reunion with an old friend in Canada, before boarding my last flight of the day to New York City. Upon arrival, it was then into an Uber and straight into the city, and to my home for the next 6 nights, the amazing Art House Hotel on the Upper West Side. A place too that would see me bump into the first new person you'll meet on this trip, the amazing Casey Howren, who long-time listeners to The Brink would of course know very well. But when it came to the cameras for this movie, well, that would be a bit of a harder sell in order for you to get to know her, as you're about to find out with the end of day 1.
Alright, the day has ended. It's been a long fucking day, and I'm now sitting in a bar drinking a Art House cocktail, which is vodka, orange, lemon. They love the Brink Unleashed, they're big fans. It's got alcohol in it, who cares, it's been a long day. And I'm not allowed to introduce a person to my right, to my right, to my right, to my right. Hi Casey.
So cringy.
This is Casey, everyone. Casey is a good friend of mine who lives nowhere. You don't need to know where she lives. She's an enigma.
This is such an unflattering angle.
You actually know Casey if you listen to The Brink, because she's like the biggest star in the world. Okay, she's annoyed. Let's just drink this. It wouldn't be a Brink Unleashed video if there wasn't some female getting angry at me for filming her. So, but you're going to be excited to be in these for the next few days, aren't you?
No, this is so dumb.
That's the actual slogan of the Brink Unleashed franchise. This is so dumb. So don't watch it. But anyway.
Look, did not realize you were a vlogger. What is this?
Big fan of the franchise. This is why it's the Brink Unleashed 12. So, what was your favourite of the first 12 movies? Because there's actually been 12 movies, even though this is the Brink Unleashed 12. Does that make sense? What's your favourite one? Give me a number.
3.
Oh, that's pretty good, man. Oh, that was enjoyable. Malaysia. Anyway, Day one is done. Welcome to New York. It's the spot right there. Cheers. Good morning. It is full day one, I guess. And welcome to a snowy, wintry, cold New York. Coffee in hand. Casey next to me. There she is. We're going to meet her properly after when we have more time, but we are presently on the way to get a bagel. Bagel? Am I saying it correctly? Bagel. We are on the Upper West Side, and I missed this, like just crossing streets when you look across. But yeah, I don't know if you can even see that snow falling on the camera. I don't think it's really showing that much. But we should eat at Chirping Chicken. That looks nice over there. Okay. The goal today, shopping. We were meant to go to like a silent disco tonight, but that got cancelled. But we still might go to this bar and it's a beautiful rooftop bar. And then possibly dance, which I want to do anyway. But shopping is the key today. So, you know, there's like New York movies where they're like shopping and they have like the things where they go in and out of the change rooms and they do the
montage.
Thank you, the montage. I'm gonna go on this side because, whoops, I'm whacking her in the head. We can totally just have like a fun shopping montage of just walking around and you like shake your head at me and like, and then you go, oh yeah, and you're like, woo! It's like celebration music. Yeah, anyway. But I'm excited. Are you excited?
So
Very excited. It's actually like it's cold, but it's not like, yeah. So let's see how the day goes, and I'm desperate for a frickin' bagel, man. I haven't had a bagel in a long time, so let's go bagel it up. I'm just like catching the snow.
Yeah, really right in the face.
It is, and Central Park as well. We should mention that because it's a park and it's in the centre, so it's central, which I actually learned man-made.
Yeah.
Very fascinating video I watched. The things you'll learn on the Brink Unleashed, educational and entertaining. You're welcome.
With that information nugget firmly in your brain, the rest of the day was exactly what I just explained. Exploring the beautiful Central Park in the snow before hitting the city for some fun shopping experiences. And while there was no shopping style montage like I described, here is a short montage to help pass the day through and give you a slight taste of the day.
When we're fighting without sound, better take it underground, 'cause we're not allowed to dance it
Was closed out with some drinks, yummy food, and a nice get-to-know-you video with Casey that perhaps we'll leave to the deleted scenes, as day 2 drew to a close. Day 3 was then upon us, a Saturday, which saw a sleep-in, followed by a journey into the city for my one taste of Broadway for this trip, which also is the first time Broadway has been featured in this franchise since way back in the Brink Unleashed 2. That time it was the Phantom of the Opera. This time, it was Back to the Future, the musical, and it's safe to say I was excited.
So, excited to see Back to the Future musical, and I didn't realise it was going to be like an absolute giant ass sign like that. But the one thing that I'm intrigued about this is I don't know how they're going to turn this into a musical. I've literally not explored myself or anything about it. I don't even know what music they're putting in it, anything along those lines. And I love Broadway. My third favourite movie of all time, so I'm excited to see how they do it. Obviously we can't film in there because, you know, we'll get kicked out, but I say we're going to go in there. Great Scott! And see how it works, and let's go see it.
And see it we did, and enjoy it we did. After an epic time in the theatre with an incredible performance that we both were clearly excited about.
Alright, we just saw it. Better than you thought it was? What did I say last night?
Shut up.
She's very happy. We're about to get on the subway, but I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Got a t-shirt because I'm a tourist, and at least we had to just get on the subway right here rather than going all the way to the other one. But we are going to rush back, change, basketball. How you feeling about T-Swizzle tonight? Okay, all right. I'm going down. Let's do this.
Doing this involved a quick change at our hotel before venturing back into Midtown to the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, where my one taste of NBA would happen on this trip. The matchup? One of my two beloved teams, the Toronto Raptors, taking on the New York Knicks. And while it was an exciting night and a great atmosphere, the result perhaps left a little to be desired.
I never thought I would find it, but I found what I was looking for. I found it in the city, in the dark, in the city, in the dark, in the city, in the dark, in the dark, 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 in the city, in the dark, in the city, in the dark, in the city, in your heart, in the dark, dark, dark.
With my sporting dreams once again shattered, it was time to end the night with a bit of a dance at a theme night for a certain pop star that shan't be named to close out a long and fun day 3. Day 4 was then upon us, with another sleep-in followed by a journey to a nearby market to check out some cool wares and items before grabbing some lunch and having me explain a little bit more about the day ahead.
Happy Sunday, day 4. We are at a Upper West Side market, one that did visit when I lived here. Very, very nice. And we're about to eat some lunch here, which I'll get to in a moment. I just want to show you one thing. It's Buffalo Bills Day. Hopefully we win today and move through to the conference finals. But Lake Placid 1980 beanie from New York. I feel like that's what I gotta wear. But I'm gonna try this. So we got Taiwanese chicken, teriyaki chicken. Very, very nice. Very reasonably priced, can I just add. Thank you, New York City. On rice. I've been craving Chinese food. What's Taiwanese food? Sorry. Asian food for quite some time. That is really good. Got the right texture. It's not too greasy. The flavouring. Amazing. We have bao buns. I can't even pronounce them properly. But yeah, today's just relaxing market. I'm gonna do some shopping, NHL store, NHL tonight. Pretty relaxing Sunday. So I'm gonna enjoy my food and we're gonna get to that.
And get to that we did, heading into the city to check out one of my favourite stores, the NHL store, before jumping on the train all the way out to Long Island to the UBS Arena to see the New York Islanders take on the Dallas Stars for my first taste of NHL on this trip and your first taste of NHL in this franchise since the Brink Unleashed 6. It was a fun evening of great hockey, to which you get to enjoy a brief montage of right now. We ended the game by trying some amazing cereal milk ice cream, which was literally cereal flavoured soft serve, which then ended day 4, leading directly into a very big day 5.
Good morning. Happy Monday from day 4. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, day 5. Always get this wrong. Monday morning, and by myself this morning, I am heading into the city, into Midtown, where I have a catch-up coffee with a guy from the NBA, which is fun because when I was living here, I had applied for a job. I had a connection here and there around a potential job there, and unfortunately didn't get it. But I thought, while here, catch up with and, you know, keep the connections open, because who knows? Who knows what could happen in the future? So I am venturing down to Fifth Avenue. I was going to catch a subway, but thought I'd walk. as I like to get the steps. It's a crisp morning and it's only a 45-minute walk from the hotel. So let's get those steps in and burn off some of this amazing New York food. But other than that, today is going to be pretty exciting because it is the day that I get to see Madonna. That's why I'm here. Well, one of the main reasons I'm here. Seeing her twice. Tonight is the main one, so I'm nice close on the floor. So I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous about tonight, just because, you know, I'm on the floor of a concert for Madonna in New York City. I'm gonna be around some fun people, so I'm gonna expect a lot of excitement. So we'll see how that goes. But between then and now, probably go to Times Square, do a bit of fun stuff. Casey's getting a tattoo today, so I will help her out there, and we will see how the day goes. But get to walk through Central Park again. Always fun, and we're ready to go for another day. Let's do it.
And do it we did. Walking through Central Park, having my coffee meetup, and then coming back into the city with Casey ahead of a royal evening and a tattoo appointment. Before then, though, I had to pay a quick visit to one of my favourite places in the city.
Well, I think you might know this place, a little place called Times Square, which is the crossroads of the world, and it's a place that I always love to visit. I think if you remember back to the Brink Unleashed 2, it was one of the places that we hung out the most. But I think it's just amazing that you have so many freaking billboards, and some of these are turned 3D, and just how much it's like developed over the years. But it is pretty epic, amazing. There's honkin', and if you turn around right here, it stretches all the way up there, and 2024, was that 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, this would have been absolutely packed. But my happy place, I got photos of the NYPD officers again, which is just standard. This is where we come when we come to New York. Absolutely love it.
After that love fest, Casey found herself getting inked for the very first time as I sat and watched on and provided my warm and comforting support. After that, though, the only warmth and comfort coming from me was from my excitement ahead of pretty much the main reason why I was in New York, to see the Queen herself in concert, Madonna. Yes, I had travelled to the other side of the world to see my favourite singer perform live on her biggest concert tour yet, the Celebration Tour, a journey through her 40-year iconic music career. And while, yes, I had seen her perform live before in Australia back in 2016, this was a tour I simply couldn't miss, and one that seemingly wasn't coming down under. To make things even more special, I was seeing her twice over 2 nights at the iconic Madison Square Garden. How could I not be excited? Especially given that the first night, I was to be on the floor, only a few rows back from the stage. So safe to say, an exciting night was ahead. After a quick dinner stop for some pizza and a visit to the merchandise stand at MSG to prep myself for the concert, I quickly changed at our hotel, headed back downtown, and braced myself for the best concert I have ever seen in my life. Okay, I have no idea if you can hear me, but we're doing this anyway. That was
the greatest concert I've ever seen in my life. Madonna is 66 years old, ladies and gentlemen. 66 years old, and she put on a show better than people half their age. Insane. And the best part of it is, I get to see that again tomorrow night. Absolutely fucking incredible. Seriously. I've just walked out of Madison Square Garden to see my favourite singer, the best show I've ever seen. That is my favourite building in the entire world. I am absolutely blown away. This is everything that I flew here for. This is everything that I wanted it to be, and just absolutely incredible. Buzzing. That is a perfect way to end the day, and I get to see her again all tomorrow night. Bring it on.
Day 6 was then brought on. A fairly relaxing day for the most part, at least in the morning and day. That didn't mean nothing happened, however. Another solo trip for me in the morning saw me head back to Times Square to catch up with a very special guest.
Alright, so still in Times Square, but as I mentioned, we have a special guest. The one, the only, Billy Garcia. Survivor, Cook Islands, hashtag bring back Billy. Billy, first of all, welcome back. How are you?
I'm good. I'm enjoying the cold, rainy, and muggy New York weather.
Just a bit. We went in and had some breakfast, and now all of a sudden it's beautifully raining and everything along those lines. It's been a few years since we've seen you. Life been treating you well?
Yeah. I've been doing the band thing. Been enjoying life. Enjoying finally being what's the word I'm looking for? Free from so many Survivor commitments.
So you're not on the show. Have we hashtag brought back Billy yet? Are you any closer to getting back on?
I think I'm more further away than ever, but
well, we never give up on this show, basically trying to get you on there as well. But I mean, we're in Times Square. I swear this is like always our meeting spot when we're in this city. I think this is the third time now when I've been here that we've met up here.
This is, most New Yorkers like to stay away from Times Square because of
as
tourism.
I've heard a lot, yep.
And that's probably why I enjoy coming to Times Square so much.
Yeah.
Get a break from the New Yorkers,
Well, to me it doesn't, like, no matter how many times I come here or even when I lived here, I still love it here. I can't help but love Times Square, so I don't know.
Yeah. And plus, I think, it's great to have tourists instead of regular New Yorkers, because New Yorkers are always in a hurry.
Yeah.
So, and tourists, they're never in a hurry. They're always looking up, and so they're never looking at me. So I can just walk on by and go about my business unmolested.
They should be looking at you. This is Survivor's Billy Garcia. Hashtag bring back Billy.
I'm actually okay with going unnoticed for a little while.
I want to stand over there and just shout it out like celebrity right here. Celebrity. Here he is. Billy, it's always a pleasure to have you here on the Brink Unleashed and just chat to you in general. So thank you very much for joining me, and hashtag bring back Billy.
Thank you for having me, and good luck with all future episodes. And good luck with staying dry in this rain while you're out here.
Try my best.
I managed to try my best by heading back to the hotel for a few hours before Casey and I started out on an epic evening of fun. This first of all started with an incredible Italian dinner, another visit to Times Square, and then heading to one of my favourite places in the city, the incredible 235th Rooftop Bar.
One of my favourite places to go to in the city, 235th, because how can you beat that view? It's a rooftop bar. We're going to enjoy some cocktails on our last night here in Manhattan. But we spent a lot of time here back in the day when I was living here, and just love it. The music is fantastic, the drinks are great. It's got an epic views, and it's actually not that busy here tonight. It's like the quietest it's ever been. So we're going to get drinks, we're going to get hot chocolates, and we are going to enjoy this.
Everything I mentioned was enjoyed and more as we soaked in the views and, of course, the alcohol. From there, it was back to Madison Square Garden for my second dose of the Queen, this time with Casey in tow, where not only did we enjoy the show, we both managed to enjoy our own favourite songs in our own very unique ways. And with the curtain falling on my time with the Queen and on day 6, it also meant that the curtain was falling on my time with Casey as day 7 began.
Good morning from day 7, as I just worked it out. It's only really like day 6 if you want to be technical, but day 1 was travel day. Good morning, Casey. How you doing?
Tired.
tired. We have checked out of the hotel. We're going to have one final bagel morning, get a t-shirt, and then I don't know what else we're doing. Sewing a t-shirt apparently. Yeah, probably should do that. You had a good time last night?
Yes.
It's a great time. Had a great few days. Not going to miss this part of it
Nope.
at all.
I wish we weren't doing this right now.
Exactly. But you're now in a movie. You will officially have on your resume
No.
movie star Casey Howard.
No.
How do you feel about that?
Nope.
Nope. A couple hours here in Manhattan, and then I will be heading across to the wonderful state of New Jersey, where I believe the majority of my time will be spent. You will meet somebody else on this trip, which will be fun, and we'll have a good time. But Casey, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you on the Brink Unleashed 13 later this year, when you'll be joining me in Amsterdam for a Amsterdam good time. It's funny. But thank you. And let's continue this on, because we're only halfway through this sucker. We just get rid of her and we do more things.
An Amsterdam good time was still had in the meantime, with said bagel eaten and some minor shopping completed. It was then on a train across to the beautiful state of New Jersey for the second half of my trip, which would be spent with another good friend of mine whom I met when living in NYC, Jen Sharkey, who was quick to front the camera for her Brink Unleashed debut.
All right, so we've made our way across to the beautiful state of New Jersey, which isn't as bad as everybody says it is. Let's just say that. And a lot of the reason why is because we have wonderful people like Jen. Hi, Jen. Say hi to the Brink Unleashed. How are you doing?
I'm very good. How are you?
I am great.
How was your trip across the great
It's a travel
Hudson River?
between state lines in this country is so hard. It's terrible. I went to Secaucus, whatever the fuck it's called, and made it here. And what is the name of this bar?
Oh, the Blarney Station.
The Blarney Station. Right. Proud sponsors of the Brink Unleashed. You used to work here.
I did.
It's quite nice. You can see kind of there. But I am now in the second phase of the journey, where I'm in Jersey with Jen, who's wearing dinosaurs. Yes, while I'm wearing like Harlem, which, makes sense. But we're gonna have fun. We're gonna do Jersey things, probably go to hockey, and do a bunch of other shit.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
We will. So I just wanted to introduce Jen, so when all of a sudden she starts appearing in these videos over the next couple of days, you're not like whatever, but that's how we do it.
Do what we did by ending the day with some delicious Popeyes, one of my favourite random American foods, and get ourselves set for an action-packed and very unique day 8.
Good morning from day 8. Yes. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm driving.
I know, it's very distracting, isn't it? How rude of me. Let's
Listen,
not make you crash.
Jersey drivers get enough shit.
I'm not going to say anything. We are off for a very interesting day, starting off with some Jersey bagels, which you will see me eat. Just give us a brief overview of what this bagel is.
Oh, Taylor ham, egg, and cheese.
Taylor ham, egg and cheese.
There, it's Taylor ham, that's the thing.
So Taylor ham's this Jersey thing, which I got explained to me once, which I can't remember, so maybe we'll get Jen to explain that at one point. Is it better than Isaac ham and
Isaac ham.
the other Hanson brother? It was a Hanson joke. Taylor Hanson, Isaac Hanson,
Ham, there's an M. You're mistaken.
Taylor, huh?
Ham.
Ham, like as in,
No, not ham. Not solo.
oh, Han, not like ham.
Ham.
I
There's two M's.
don't understand Jersey.
Taylor ham, it's meat that you eat.
Anyway, but no, she didn't get the joke. Taylor being the first name of a Hanson brother.
I understand your joke, it just wasn't very funny. That's the issue.
That's what I had to put up with this entire fucking trip. It's not very funny. Well, I'm sorry that my Australian humour is dying in 2 states. Anyway, we're apparently here. We're going to get bagels. Then we're going to a shopping centre. Then we're going to Jersey City. Then we're going to meet a famous TV star, which I will fill you in later. So,
Quite the day we have.
quite the fucking day. So, let's go to Bagel Supreme. Can we see that? Let's go eat some Taylor Hanson bagel.
Failed jokes aside, it was a pretty decent bagel, and another to tick off the food list on this trip. But I guess you're wondering who the famous TV star is that we would be meeting. And before you say it, no, it's not Billy again. It's someone who is very well known, has a few Emmy and Golden Globes, and recently brought his iconic TV character back to the small screen. Who is it? Well, you'll have to wait just a little longer to find out, because before that can happen, you have to see what else happened during the day, which included soaking in some incredible views of Manhattan from New Jersey, a visit to the American Dream shopping mall, my first ever taste of Jersey City, and some more spectacular views of Manhattan that was all capped off with a delicious German meal at a German restaurant. But you really don't care, do you? Because you want to know who the TV star is. Well, after making our way to the Liberty Science Centre, we found ourselves drinking some beer and about to reveal just who the A-lister was.
Good evening. This is definitely the first take of this. We are at the Liberty Science Centre in beautiful New Jersey, drinking Kelsey Grammer's beer. Now, why are we drinking Kelsey Grammer's beer, Jen?
He's going to be here in person.
Right behind us,
20 minutes.
we
Promoting his brand.
are here at this place to try and meet Kelsey Grammer, which is the most randomest thing. Like, if you had said to me at the beginning of the Brink Unleashed 12 that you will get to meet someone famous, I would have been like, I get to meet myself because I'm incredibly famous. I'm a movie star, right? Kelsey Grammer would not have probably been in the top 10. How are you feeling about potentially meeting?
Listen, it's a Thursday night. I can't think of a better way to spend a rainy Thursday night.
It's so random. It really is. And you don't even remember how you discovered
this.
this.
Museum.
Exactly.
I don't remember how I did that.
Exactly. I mean, when in life can you say that you tried Kelsey Grammer's beer in a science centre and potentially get to meet him?
Listen,
Yeah.
the stars all align for this to happen. It's meant to be.
Literally, because we're in a planetarium
We're actually
place.
in a planetarium, right?
So we don't know if we guarantee, like we've been told he's obviously showing up just very shortly. We're just going to wait here in the lobby and see if he shows up. There's a camera crew there, obviously with the news team, and being so prominent in the media myself, I know that we don't show up to these things unless they're soon to showing up.
Media presence.
So we'll see, but I think we'll wait, get some tossed salad and scrambled eggs at the place that everybody knows your name, and insert that famous Sideshow Bob quote here. Ooh, when he hits the rake, you know, yeah. Anyway, excited? Cheers.
Yes, that's right. Kelsey Grammer. The man behind Frasier. The man behind Sideshow Bob. The man behind Money Plane. The man behind a beer. The man who I bet you never thought in a million years would appear in one of these movies. Which, I bet you're wondering, does he appear? I mean, he showed up, did some interviews, met some fans and hung out around the lobby. But did we meet him? And if so, did we get him to appear in this movie? Over to you, Ben.
I'm here with someone you might recognise, Mr. Kelsey Grammer.
Hi guys, how you
Hello,
doing?
Kelsey Grammer. I just would like you to say a big hello to all our friends in Australia and Tasmania, if that's
Great.
okay.
It's my pleasure to greet the entire continent, Asia of Australia, continent / country. It's an amazing place. I really enjoyed being there. The deadliest continent in the world.
Beautiful. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. And the beer's amazing. Keep it up.
And with that, you have perhaps the most famous person to ever appear in this franchise. 5-time Emmy Award winner and 3-time Golden Globe winner, Kelsey fucking Grammer. If that doesn't sell you on this movie and the entire Brink Unleashed series, then nothing will. I too can now add to my IMDb profile, which, yes, I really do have one, I've been in a movie with Kelsey fucking Grammer. This is peak life right now, people. Absolutely peak life. And if you thought life couldn't get any better, what if I told you that the evening then involved other amazing activities, such as dancing with Reptar from Rugrats, going through a series of darkened tunnels, and climbing through a giant brain? Well, all of that happened and more, as did meeting more new people in the form of one of Jen's friends, where Kelsey Grammer and some dating advice was seemingly the topic of the night.
All right. After the most randomest cameo you will ever get in a Brink Unleashed movie. Hello, Jen.
Hello.
We've just had Emmy Award-winning and Golden Globe-winning actor Kelsey Grammer up here in the Brink Unleashed, as well as Jen. Let's introduce a real star on the show. Jen, please introduce our next guest.
Legitimate Jersey girl.
All right. Samantha McAndrew.
Hell yes.
Is that like a very formal name?
Oh, it sounds formal.
Feel like
but
we're...
it-
Hang on. We're blocking.
I am very informal, very casual, and that sounds awful.
This is your dating profile.
This is my dating program.
Oh, are you on all the apps too?
Oh, so awful.
All right, let's bugger Jen. Let's talk about this. How bad are men on these apps?
Okay, it's not
Come in,
that
Jen. Come in, Jen.
bad.
Come in, Jen.
How about a pound the apps?
It's not great.
I mean, some are good, but like you all do jujitsu, like all of you.
All
How do you
do.
all do jujitsu?
And you're all entrepreneurs of something.
On what?
Entrepreneurs.
Oh, entrepreneurs. I thought that was some Jersey
code for
speak.
unemployed.
Okay.
Yes, it is classic.
Now, as somebody who does not do jiu-jitsu or is not an entrepreneur, am I in then?
Yeah, like pretty much.
And
You're
the
like,
accent's a
woo.
plus. Use it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't use
good.
DoorDash a lot, guys.
I don't.
use DoorDash a lot.
All right.
What was the other one? Don't,
Have fish pics.
no fish pics.
No, yeah. This big, like, this girls don't care.
Okay.
We read the bios.
I
We
legit.
read
the
the
bio.
bios.
I read bios too, so men do it as well. I honestly didn't think I would meet Kelsey Grammer and then talk about dating profiles, but hey,
And we met Reptar.
and
We
Reptar
met Reptar.
as well.
Yeah, from my best.
we're now going to go around and look at science shit. This has been the most strangest night I think I've ever had in my entire life. I am drinking beer.
Kelsey Grammer's beer?
Kelsey Grammer's beer. I may have had a cheers to Kelsey Grammer. Absolutely.
It's upstate water rights. And it's dairy farm.
And his dairy farm. And Reptar and science museums and Tinder, Hinge, Bumble profiles.
All the things.
All the things.
And with all the things done, that drew to a close perhaps the most random day ever in the history of the Brink Unleashed, setting us up perfectly for day 9 of the trip.
Good morning from day 9. Good morning from day 9. And happy Australia Day.
Australia Day to you.
Happy Australia Day. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Not gonna do it.
Oi, oi, oi. The motto of this movie, I'm not going to do it. We have Vegemite. It's okay. I'm Australian and I don't particularly...
It's got B vitamins in it.
It does. And lots of yeast. Which I've always told yeast is bad. Now, I sent this to you. We talked about Milo yesterday. You'd had Vegemite before, because you've been to Australia, of course. So, and your thoughts
You
on...
can tell how much I've gone through.
Literally gotten a tiny little bit off the top there.
I could use it in stuff. I was thinking like I can find a way to make it work.
So back during, it would have been the Brink Unleashed 5 when I went to Reality Rally. I brought with me Tim Tams and Vegemite, and they have all these reality stars. I was there for the Survivor ones, but they had like a lot of celebrity chefs. Mm-hmm. Now, what we're about to do is something that a celebrity chef showed me, and then I actually gave him the whole jar of Vegemite, and he used it to cook in certain foods during
Yeah, it's
the
like the salty, like I could totally see that working and stuff.
So I've
like
had
sardines. It's like the same thing.
maybe not sardines, but I've had
It's like sardines.
I've had a Vegemite palmy, quite nice. We had Vegemite.
What is a parmy?
Chicken parmesan, like it's
like
a
a
it's like chicken schnitzel with like cheese and ham and
With ham?
you have like ham, cheese, and like a marinara sauce on it. You have it with fries. It's a very Australian pub meal. It's amazing. But I've had a Vegemite one of them. Vegemite. There's lots of Vegemite things you cook. But all right, so we also have with us Tim Tams, the one thing that Americans will never ever say no to. So what the celebrity chef did with us was we got a Tim Tam and we put Vegemite on it. So I need you to hold this, all right? And you are going to get a spoon and you are going to get a bit of Vegemite on it.
Like how much we're talking?
And just a little, like, you know, maybe like the tip of the spoon, just the tip. Put it on the Tim Tam, all right? And you can be the first to do this because you've never done this before. And the sweet and the salty make it taste quite delicious. So just bite that bit and tell me what you think. Don't make too much of a mess. How does it like balance out the disgustingness of the Vegemite with the deliciousness of the Tim Tam? Not too bad?
It's not the saltiness, it's like the weird, it's like whatever that weird like a burnt molasses. Or what I taste in the Vegemite, and that's the weird part.
That is the sweat of a kangaroo's ball sack.
Alright, well that's okay.
That's how Australian Vegemite is. So that I'll swap with you if you like. If you want to, so let's just put this here.
It's not bad. I would not go back and do it again. I love a sweet and salty, but yeah, it's like that weird like burnt molasses is what I taste from that.
Burnt molasses.
Yeah, that's my critique.
It's okay. Would not go back and do it again. Is an actual Tinder review of mine. I'm so funny. She doesn't laugh at my jokes, so
That one.
whatever. All right, so this is our Australia Day treat. Because what are we doing tonight? We're going to a hockey game on Australia Day.
We
You know? So that to me is just makes Vegemite tasty.
Oh yeah, the other way. It was ruining the Tim Tam.
Oh, it's ruined the Tim Tam. But like, we did a version of this. They initially called it, iSnack 2.0 was what it was initially called.
iSnack?
iSnack, like iPod, iSnack.
Oh.
So it was cheese spread mixed with Vegemite. So they came up with a national competition to name it, and somehow they chose iSnack 2.0.
See, cheese and that I could see working a little better.
They made it now, it's called Cheesy Bite, and it's actually really nice. But I'm double dipping here. I apologise. You're just going to eat your Tim Tam now without the Vegemite on it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go back to that. I'm sorry.
This is what you do for Australia Day.
Is that it? That's like the thing?
No. The two things to do on Australia Day is either get drunk and do Australian things and watch the cricket, or go to protest and complain that it's Invasion Day.
Do you do fireworks?
We do.
I have sparklers. Do you want to do sparklers?
Gotta get a sparkler for me then.
I could do sparklers
All right.
for you.
Yeah, I did a fireworks last year in Sydney for the first ever time. Hobart, we don't do fireworks. It's only usually for other certain things. I wasn't expecting there to be sparklers on this. Just like we weren't expecting there to be Kelsey Grammer on this. It's pretty good. I'm just going to keep this rolling and talk to myself. Because that's what you do. And I'm also wearing an Olympics t-shirt because off the podium, now available. I hear footsteps. Uh-oh, here she goes. I need to have another one of these because it's actually quite nice.
All you, buddy.
Sorry. Is this for your 4th of July sparklers?
I just love sparklers in general.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
You never know. It's good to celebrate something.
Like Australia in your house celebrating Australia Day. Mm-hmm. Oh, I hear fire. Let's do this. Oh, hello. Woo! Australia! 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 You want to sing the national anthem? No. I come from a land down under. No.
I do love Colin Hay.
Who doesn't? That man's a national treasure. Happy Australia Day, everyone. Woohoo! Kelsey Grammer and sparklers.
Yeah, what a week we're having.
Within 24 hours. Okay. Better than the Tim Tam to Vegemite? Sure. Cheers.
After that lovely piece of entertainment, it was time to enjoy the rest of the day, which was basically spent laying around, before heading back into Manhattan to enjoy my second and final dose of NHL for the trip, as the New York Rangers took on the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, at a sold-out Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden for the 4th time in 7 nights, because I'm apparently just addicted for the 3rd different thing. 2 concerts, 1 basketball game, now a Rangers game. And apparently, I'm just going generic tonight because I can't be seen at a Rangers Golden Knights game in a Calgary Flames jersey, because that's, you do it in Long Island, but not here. So, pretty good seats. I don't know who I'm going for tonight. I'm going for hockey. Hockey will be the real winner tonight, let's just say that. But I'm pumped because it's hockey, Madison Square Garden. Who doesn't love that? Bring it on.
Nothing's gonna stop me, I'ma get it either way, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Why would you wanna take away from this moment? We can own it. Why would you wanna take away from this moment? You don't have to spend your life with me. You don't have to waste your energy. We can just be rocking. Yeah, we can just be rocking. Yeah, I just want your body next.
With the game over, we soon found ourselves in a bar drinking the night away, before heading home to close out day 9 and getting back into the car for day 10.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. Apparently I'm Truman Burbank from day 10. A day that in the original plan wasn't meant to happen, because I should be
Well, I should be on a plane right now, but hey, you get made redundant, you stay longer. Woo! How are you feeling today, Jennifer Sharkey?
Fabulous.
You're feeling fabulous. We extended last night by a little bit longer than we thought.
Wait a bit longer than I thought.
Which I enjoyed myself. We ended up drinking with 2 Australians on Australia Day.
They were lovely.
They were very, very nice. They were very...
Lovely little couple.
Jackson and Kira,
Yes.
who had met on Hinge, 6 months ago?
6 months ago.
They were very much enamored by each other, you could tell. They were still in that phase, so good for them. But they had travelled overseas, so...
Yeah, the first trip together, that's the test.
Yeah, and even then they technically didn't travel together because she was like leaving today and he's leaving on like Monday. So, but they both live in Sydney. I picked up at the bar last night. I just picked up an Australian guy.
You too.
He was a good looking guy. She was okay.
Nice.
He'll never watch this. But we might go to the cricket next week. I've already got tickets to the cricket, and he said he might go. So who knows? We'll see. But it was a good night. We also got talking to a guy who what was his name? And why I asked him, because he had a really cool name.
Yeah, it was the rating. Isan.
Isan. And like, his heritage was Iranian, and it was very interesting because he had a very, his name was really nice. He was a really nice guy. He kept coming up to us at the bar because he was ordering food and drinks, and he would talk to us, and then we'd get talking. He was like, oh, I better go back to my buddies, and that was nice. And then there was another guy near us who was writing a manifesto and probably going to do a shooting today. So
Yeah, he was creepy. The more I look back, he was creepy.
yeah, he was a bit creepy. But the Rangers game, I enjoyed the game. It was great seats. The result wasn't great if you're a Rangers fan, but you know,
Get him next time.
it was a sellout and it was a good time. So I'm glad we went. Today, if you can see out the window there, the beautiful view that Jen has on the city. But anyway, where are we going today, Jen?
Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Land of Bruce Springsteen.
The land of Bruce Springsteen, which means a lot more in this part of the world than I think it does in Australia.
He's a global.
He is a global icon,
Yes.
but as I often get into trouble by saying in this state, I much prefer Bon Jovi.
That's terrible taste.
But hey,
Now I'm giving you, when you're done with that, I'm giving you a lesson in Jersey.
okay.
Bruce Springsteen. We're getting a Bruce Springsteen lesson.
I'm getting a Jersey lesson. Wow. But we're currently on the New Jersey Turnpike. We are driving to Asbury Park.
Newark Airport shortly.
Going past the place I should have been at yesterday. So we're driving south, north, east, west.
South.
We're driving south. An hour south.
To the Jersey Shore.
To the Jersey Shore, which apparently in summer, this place you have to pay to go to. So
Just to get on the beach.
Just to get on the beach, which is offensive to my country. So, but yeah, let's see how that rolls, and let's do it. And do it we did, driving to Asbury Park, where we walked around, checked out some shops, ate some pizza, and went to the beach, where, luckily, in January, you didn't have to pay to get on it.
All right, welcome to Asbury Park Beach / Boardwalk. Am I saying that correctly?
Asbury Park Boardwalk.
Thank you. Behind us, we just walked past it, was the place where Mr. Springsteen got started. What's it called?
Stone Pony.
Stone Pony. And what was the story? He travelled down to just perform and... Or was
No, he grew up here.
Grew up
he
here?
he would go to the city.
Right.
Just started, but
I listened. Yeah. But so
Bruce
he...
and that venue came up at the same time, so they both made each other very famous and well known, and it's a very popular music destination. And actually, inside, I wish we could go inside, but they've all like stuff on the walls of all the famous people that have played there, and like the Rolling Stones in the '80s, and like I don't know, all cool shit. I wish we could go and actually see it. It's a really cool mini music museum.
Has Bon Jovi played there?
Sure, I don't know for sure, but probably.
We did see the Bon Jovi rest stop, which we might go on the way back through, which sorry Bruce, but where's your rest stop, mate? But this is really pretty. I was saying to Jen that this isn't really an Australian thing, boardwalks on the beach. It's not a thing. So this is, I kind of like this. Although this is a part that apparently in the summer, you got to pay to go on the beach, which...
Just between Memorial Day and Labor Day. So many people come.
But it's still like
Well, the tourist stuff,
Bondi is
people don't go.
absolutely packed. But if you riots if you said you got to pay to get on Bondi. But it's nice. Like it's quite chilly right now, obviously because we're here in winter. But it's a nice vibe. There's still a few people around here. This little town's quite cute.
She's famous. She's been here forever.
Madame Marie, she's famous. She's been here forever.
People.
Is she Kelsey Grammer levels of famous?
Probably forever.
We could have gotten Kelsey Grammer to come down and do a psychic reading. Fraser Crane does a psychic reading. But no, it's been a chill day. It's been nice. We had some good pizza. Went to an antique store. Got myself a magazine. You got yourself a little tube thing.
Hopefully, craft solution.
Yep, craft solution. But yeah.
Ooh, this store, like 50's close.
50 clothes, all right. Well, we can look around. We're also trying to find a coffee because
I need one.
we need coffee. We're going to go and look. Or are they closed?
Yeah, they're closed.
They're closed. Damn. But yeah, didn't think I was going to come to a beach on this trip. But also that's the Atlantic Ocean. So different ocean to what we're obviously very used to. So yeah, Asbury Park Boardwalk, beach, Saturday. That's how we roll.
The day then rolled to a close, with not much happening that night except for some yummy Chinese food entering my belly. Day 11 was then upon us, the penultimate day on the trip, with an early start seeing me heading back into Manhattan to visit the 9/11 Memorial Museum, a place that I first visited back during the Brink Unleashed 6. From there, it was a chance to revisit two other places that have been seen in former Brink Unleashed movies, namely the Statue of Liberty, which was first visited back in the Brink Unleashed 2, and One World Trade Center, first visited back in the Brink Unleashed 6. This time, however, both visits would bring something unique. The Statue of Liberty would see me go right up to the very top of the most famous statue in the world and check out the view from the crown. However, the view was limited, given it was a pretty foggy and wet and miserable New York day, which meant that the other unique aspect to the day at One World Trade Center came in the form of zero visibility, which, despite our hopes that there would be some visibility, pretty much lived up to what we were warned about down at the bottom.
All right. So we went from the top of the Statue of Liberty to now the top of the World Trade Center, the tallest building in New York City and the United States of America. Zero visibility, though, we're being told today. And to prove that it's zero visibility, I can turn here and you can see the fog and the raindrops. Then if we move it down there a little bit, you can sort of see some. But yeah, they basically offered, do you want your different day? But it's like, well, I'm leaving tomorrow, so, and I've been up here before, so it's still cool. We'd pay for the tickets. But yeah, as I said on Liberty Island, there's something about a misty, foggy day that kind of adds to it a little bit. And it's also the experience of coming up here, because I think of all the observation decks, this one does it the best with the immersive experience. But I can play some baseball in the middle of Manhattan. Why wouldn't you? But I mean, zero visibility, I would assume, literally means nothing, but you can still see little bits. So anyway, we're going to walk around here, check it out, and I'm going to ask this person a question because I need to find out from Jen Sharkey how your experience is of zero visibility overlooking Manhattan.
It is breathtaking.
I mean, you can see stuff. It's not like you can't see anything. Yeah, I know, right? Like, just having a hard day at the office, you just throw a couple of balls. Why not? That boat is cool. That is a cool boat.
Get something out of this.
Yeah, why not?
The best of it.
That's the motto of today.
Making the best out of it drew day 11 to a close as the final day of the trip arrived.
Good morning from day 12. The final day. The final countdown. So we're listening to a bit of Listen to Your Heart by DHT, because why wouldn't you? And we are driving through beautiful downtown Rutherford. Correct?
Yes. That's Park Avenue.
Park
Very
Avenue.
Glamorous. Very
Park
glamorous.
But we have awoken this morning to interview an Olympic legend, Donovan Bailey. That was fun. I can add it to the list of famous people I've interviewed from your house, by the way.
There you
never
go.
in the world.
Exactly. We've just gone to the post office. Done a lot of things for Colin this morning. Posting shit, interviews when he can't make it. Colin. But now we are heading off to get a sandwich and then go to the airport. My flight's not for like another 4 hours, but we're gonna get there nice and early and just chill and sort through bags, and I can see the city in the distance, which is always nice. But Jen, it's been fun. Have you enjoyed having a random Australian sleep on your couch again for 5 nights?
Experience. That was very fun.
Wow.
Very fun having you.
She
We had a good time. We did a
thought
lot
too
of
much.
stuff.
We did actually. It was quite nice. Yesterday was a very long day. Ended up being a lot
How
more.
many steps did we do? Or you do?
So that's 14.5K. I think it would be about 20,000 steps. So I'm on for the record month for kilometers and average per day since I've had that app. So tracking my first month living here. So I'm happy with that. But it's been a action-packed, fun-filled 5 days, and I appreciate you having me, accommodating me. You and Charlie sharing, and Charlie will be happy to have the couch back.
Oh yeah, he's itching for a spot back on the
He's-
couch. It was one pillow, it was a little snuggle spot. That's why he's gonna be meowing extra this week.
He's like,
Missing a spot.
piss off. Piss off, you random
This is
person.
my couch.
My
I know
couch.
what you're doing.
But thank you.
Of course, anytime.
We will venture home very shortly, sandwich, and bring this bad boy home.
The bad boy was brought home by the sandwich shop, where I did enjoy a pretty bloody good sandwich. Being brought home then meant all the flights I started the journey with, but just in reverse. Leaving New York to Toronto, then leaving Toronto to Vancouver, where I just made my connection with a long flight back to Sydney, where the journey came to an end. With one slight plot twist.
Well, welcome back to Sydney and the land down under, and basically the end of this journey. Everything was fine. Everything was hunky-dory. Flight was fine, watched a bunch of movies, and a bit of turbulence, but it was all good. Even got chicken this time, didn't have flat with fish. But then I landed and I turned my phone on, and apparently my bag has gotten lost. I want to say lost. It was probably too much of a tight turnover that they couldn't put it on my flight. So therefore it is now being flown in on another flight now, or tonight, and it's not going to arrive until tomorrow, which I'm annoyed with. I mean, it's not like they've lost it. They've supposedly know where it is and it's going to arrive tomorrow, but I've never had this happen before, so I don't know how that works. So me being me, just getting a bit worked up over it and frustrated, but what can I do? So I do not have all my clothes, which is fantastic. But again, lucky I'm here and not overseas. That would have been completely different. But anyway, so a bit of a shitty way to end the trip, but we're at least back now, I guess. And that ends it. That ends another adventure. It's good to be back on the Brink Unleashed train. It's been, as I said at the beginning, 5.5 odd years. So, it's good to get back on the bandwagon with a few more of these to come this year. Good to get back on the swing of things. But it was an amazing trip. Needed to get that time in New York and experience that and get to experience all the things I did. Yeah. So, hopefully, you've had a fun ride. And it's been fun. And you're going to enjoy more of these later this year. So, you know how these end. Cue cheesy speech and montage and all the fun things. You're welcome.
Aw, thanks, Ben. So nice of you to throw back to me. Before we get to the conclusion, the good news is that I got my bag back the next day, so yay. Just wanted to clear that part up. But now the only part to clear up is the end of the movie. And what a movie it was. Seriously, Kelsey fucking Grammer. Can we just point that out again? But outside of that epic meeting, it was an epic time featuring epic moments that will once again live with me forever. It was also an epic time to be able to bring you back a movie in this franchise and whet my appetite once more for future experiences. And while life has changed a lot since you last watched one of these, one thing hasn't changed, and that is my love for adventure and my love for experiencing the world. Which is actually technically two things, isn't it? Oops, my bad. Anyways, cue end credits.
Hold my hand, everything will be okay. I heard from the heavens that clouds have been gray. Pull me close, wrap me in your aching arms. I see that you're hurting, why'd you take so long to tell me you need me? I see that you're bleeding, you don't need to show me again. But if you decide to, I'll ride in this life with you. I won't let go till the end. So cry tonight, but don't you let go of my hand. You can cry every last tear. I won't leave till I understand. Promise me, just hold my hand. Raise your head, look into my wishful eyes. That fear that's inside you will lift, give it time. I can see everything you're blind to now. Your prayers will be answered. Let God whisper how to tell me you need me. I see that you're bleeding. You don't need to show me again. But if you decide to, I'll ride in this life with you. I won't let go till the end. So die tonight, but don't you let go of my hand. You can cry every last tear. I won't leave till I understand. Promise you, just hold my hand. Hold my hand, hold my hand. I'll be right here. Hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand, I'll be right here. Hold my hand. I know you're scared and your pain isn't perfect, but don't you give up on yourself. I heard a story, a girl she once told me that I would be happy again. Hold my I heard from the heavens. You know even fools go bring the thieves at night. Don't know if I'll see the morning light. It's hard to resist the magnificent. Easy to get swept in. I found my place in the great design. Now I see the way that the humble ride. It's hard to know you're low when you think you're high. Hard to see the way in a reckless life. Wow. Been living in a dark, dark paradise. Hate to say I've been fooled all this time. If I don't get out of here alive, at least you'll always know I really tried. Go ahead and take your aim. I refuse to fight your war. Go on with the threats you made. scares me anymore. None scares me
When's the last time you actually saw the Back to the Future movie?
Like 10 years ago.
We should be watching it right now. Anyway, it's been a good day. I'm like burping. We're going to continue to drink our Juice Bomb Northern Eastern IPA, proud sponsor of the Brink Unleashed 12. Sloop Brewing, man, from New Hampshire. Or North Hampshire. You know what my favourite state is? North Hampshire. It's great. It's just past South Hampshire. Of all the Hampshires.
Okay.
North
shut up.
Hampshire.
That is maybe the dumbest thing I've ever said. But...
Edit it out. Edit it out. Please. You be serious, dickhead. Thank you, Casey.
But seriously, dickhead.
Thank you,
Edit
Casey.
it out.
We will see you tomorrow for another full day. Fucking camera, where is it? We will see you tomorrow for another full day on the Brink Unleashed 12.
Yeah, full day.